I'm back again with another 10 things that I need to see in 2K17, fam. So I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm gonna skip all the bullshit and just get right into it. So number one, first thing we definitely need, son. We need, in my park, I feel like we need to add a whole other park for all the rivals to go to. And the reason I say another park is because, like, you see how it's like a stage you play for VC. We need another park so that it's like neutral grounds for everybody, right? But every time you win on these courts, you get a rep boost. Your rep goes up faster than when you play in a regular, you feel me? A regular, like in your regular park type shit. And you got to be like Pro 3 before you could travel there. And I don't know, I just feel like that's the best way for niggas to, you know, get some easy rep, or for like and some competition and shit. Cause niggas that, like, if you lose, you don't lose rep, but it's like it just goes up the same amount as a regular park or whatever. And that just makes sense to me, cause nobody want to play 10,000 games like how they did on this shit here. So boom, that's the first one. The second one, I feel like instead of adding like a 5-on-5 in a fucking park, you might as well just have like a separate mode for that, like a Rucker park or something like that, or a legendary like real life park like they had in Live and NBA Live. Just have a real park and have 5-on-5 gameplay outside, like with niggas on the gates and shit, niggas looking out their window and people on the roof watching, everybody watching y'all play on one court. And it's an automatic like matchmaking, so you don't gotta like get on God next and all that extra shit like you do in a park. You get your own like uniforms, like the Rucker Park uniforms and shit. That shit would be fire in my opinion. And like it's kind of like replacing Pro-Am sort of, cause that Pro-Am shit, nobody really gonna miss that shit, bro. If you have 5-on-5 gameplay in the game regardless, niggas ain't gonna really complain about it. But I feel like that would be like the waviest part. And that shit would be fire to add if you ask me. I would play that shit every single day. As soon as gang get online, I would play with them niggas. Even if it's like playing with randoms, I would want to play that shit just because it's Rucker Park. Feel me? But anyway, number 3. I feel like this year they fucked up every single position, son. Like, point guards could shoot, but if you make an outside point guard, you can't really dunk. You make a balanced point guard, he could shoot, but it's not like you can't shoot the best way you could. So I feel like they should make every single position unique in its own way. You feel me? Like, small forwards, they act like they can't run, they can't shoot, they run like centers in 16. I feel like small forwards can have like in the 15, you could do everything with a small forward. I feel like it should be the same way in the 17. The only problem with like having small forwards in the 15 was that you couldn't really play defense. If you have the defense from 2K16 and have the offense from 2K15, 17 would be perfect, bro. Like, you really have no motivation to make any other player unless it's a point guard or a center. And that's corny, because like, what if you don't want to play point guard? You want to get rebounds and be able to score and be able to dribble. There's no position for that. So boom, they add that to 16. You gonna have real competition, man. You don't gotta worry about like speed boost and all that extra shit. People are not gonna just want to play point guard and speed boost because they're not gonna be able to do nothing else. And that just makes sense to me. But next up, another thing, I was thinking more along like MyCareer and shit like that. And this year we had high school and college. I feel like in the 17 we might as well just cut the high school part out the game, cause that's not really like, that's just wasting time in MyCareer, bro. You don't get to really get no money out of that. This shit, it's just like to get the feel for the game, make you feel nice and shit. But I feel like in the 17 we should have alternate college uniforms, because there's a lot of colleges out there that got some fire jerseys. If you watch college basketball in real life, you see like a lot of teams got nice ass jerseys, like OSU, Syracuse, Kansas, a whole bunch of colleges out there that got fire jerseys. And if they add colleges in the game and then add alternate jerseys, that shit would be fire in my opinion. It'll make my career not feel so long to play in college. You feel me? So number 5, fifth on my list. I feel like 2K16 was stiff as fuck. Like, I feel like they need to like redesign their entire like offensive fucking animations, the shots, the dribbling, dunks, layups, all that shit need to be redesigned, bro. Cause there's no reason why you can't dribble the ball. Like, dribbling a basketball is like, you could do it, but then you move a certain direction and you lose the ball because you got a collision with another player. Like, that shit is crazy to me. You can't run, you can't do nothing in this game. And I'm tired of feeling like every single game, every 2K that we get is the same exact animations, bro. I recreate my player every single year and put the same shit on him. That shit gets boring after a while. They like redesign the dunks a little bit, but I feel like we need some totally different dunks. We don't never get between the leg dunks in my career. We don't never get no, you feel me? No real flashy layups. You can't do no spin layups in this game because they always stopping you. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. And on top of that, the jump shots in this game, they all should work. There's no reason why the shots that you really like don't ever fall. Like, in this game I'm playing right here, I had the wrong shot on. And for my career, a lot of shots don't work. On Hall of Fame, like, mad shots don't work. You gotta play on rookie to play with shots that you really like. But anyway, next up, number 6 is the one I probably feel the most like. This one I really like. I really want to see this shit in 2K. I feel like in 2K17, I feel like there should be 2 soundtracks. One for the park and one for like regular 2K menu, all that type of shit. Because the music that we be having in the game don't fit like the park feel. It don't. Like, you could have like, alright, so boom, this is how I thought of it, right? The park soundtrack, it should be played like how it was in the 15 out of like a trunk and shit like that from like off the street. It should sound like that. It should sound like you outside when the music's playing. It shouldn't be like some menu music while you in the park, right? And the music that should be playing, it should be like street music, like street oriented music. You could edit out the curses and all that type of shit. You could have street music. You did it in 2K13. Jay-Z did the soundtrack. You could have another rapper do the soundtrack for you. You feel me? And then for the 2K soundtrack, you could put like the mainstream popular music. You know, J. Cole, all them type of niggas on a regular soundtrack. Have another DJ, Khaled, or whoever you want. Have them do the soundtrack for 2K. But for the park, it should be outside music and street oriented, like real rap. It should be that type of music. You feel me? But back to my career, number 7. I feel like the worst part about my career is that you have no type of motivation to want to play in the playoffs. The playoffs, you cannot do no live practices. You can't use none of your off days. That's the dumbest. I understand why they don't want you to do that, because it's mad off days, number 1, and players don't really use their connections and shit like that. But you should at least be able to use your live practices. You should be able to get better during the playoffs. That's one thing that I want to see in 2K17. At least let us go do our live practices, you feel me? Get our attributes during the playoffs. That would actually motivate me to play this shit and actually, you feel me, get championships, get better, and you will hit 99 way faster. They want you to slave in my career to hit 99. I don't really get that shit. But another my career one. I say during halftime, like if you playing your my career games, right? I feel like during halftime, everybody's skipping that coach locker room scene. Nobody really wants to watch that. What people would really like watching is a halftime highlight show, showing off all the moves that you did in the first half. You feel me? Trying to give a preview of who's gonna be the Jordan player of the game, showing off all the shit that you did. You feel me? With Shaq, Ernie, and all them niggas. That shit would be fire in my opinion. But number 9, another my career one. I feel like after like your first, second season, one thing I really hate about my career is these fucking rookies that they be generating and shit. You don't know who plays like what. Tall ass niggas shooting and shit, making every shot that they make. I really don't like that. I feel like in how you see in MyGM and these other fucking game modes, you could load the draft class. You feel me? You could play against niggas that's actually gonna be in the NBA next season. Imagine you in your second season and you get to play against Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, and fucking Buddy Hield and all these type of niggas. You know exactly how they play, so you know how to guard them. That shit would be fire in my opinion. I'm tired of playing against. Look at this nigga I'm guarding, son. This nigga makes everything he throws up. And that shit really irritates me, my nigga, because I want to help on defense. I can't because they kick it out to this creative player who gonna kick it to another creative player. And all these niggas could shoot. It's like, that shit is so annoying, bro. These niggas' defense is crazy. You don't know how none of these niggas play. So, I feel like, yeah, that the rookie shit, they really got to add that in the game, son. That shit would make me so happy if they did that. But last but not least, number 10. Number 10 is something I brought up before, but I ain't really going depth on. I feel like they gotta completely redesign the wardrobe, bro. The wardrobe in 2K was so whack. It's like you gotta struggle to pick out an outfit that you like, or else you're looking like everybody else. You gotta really try to stand out with these bum ass clothes, and these shits is like the same as the 15 but worse. I feel like in the 17 you should have, like, you remember how in 2K15 everybody was wearing those Adidas sweats and Adidas shorts? I don't understand why they took that out the game, because there was variety there. We don't have no basketball shorts other than the NBA shits. So I feel like we should have brand name shorts, t-shirts, just like how they had the Adidas. We should have Nike, Adidas shirts, shorts, Nike shorts, Nike socks. Other than we need other socks than the stance shits, because some of those is cool, but a lot of them aren't. A lot of them shits is cold. We need more like distinct jewelry options. Like, there's so much shit that they could add to this game that will make it so much, like, you will feel like you have your own player. You really feel like you have a my player, like it's yours. You don't look like everybody else. If they add chains and earrings and shit like that, and some jewelry is more expensive than others, imagine you could, even when you first make the game, you can still get some jewelry like the rosaries that niggas wear like in the hood today, that because they can't afford real like gold and shit like that. You could wear rosaries, beads on your wrists. That shit would be fire in my opinion. The bead necklaces. And then when you start getting a lot of VC, you could spend 10,000 on some chains, another 10,000 on a fucking rollie. You feel me? Ice up. You could really ice up in the park and play like you hot sauce. Look like hot sauce in the park with your shirt off, jewelry on, looking like Allen Iverson and shit like that. That shit would be so fire in my opinion, bro. Nike everything, Adidas, Under Armour shirts. That shit would be official in my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but niggas like to dress up in real life. I don't like looking like everybody else. The sneakers in the game, they can leave that the way it is, because you can make your own sneakers and you don't gotta worry about that shit. But if you could customize your own clothes on top of having brand name, another thing, customizing your clothes, bro. I said that in the last vid. Editing your clothes and shit like that. Adding your own flavor to your clothes, you know, putting your logo on a regular t-shirt or on a hoodie, putting your hood up over your head and shit like that. You can have fucking designs on the hood or your hoodie, change the color of the hoodie. Like, my nigga, there's so much shit that they can add in this game, son. That's like, I don't know, man. I don't know who they be trying to game plan with, brainstorm with them. Like, that shit just not working out. But the wardrobe is getting worse every year, it seems like. But yeah, that's it. That's all I really got to say about 2K17. There might be another video coming out if I think of some more shit, but for the most part, everything I said, I feel like a lot of niggas would agree with me on that. Cause who wouldn't want to see this? Like, customizing your own player to the way that you want to see them, playing a game where you don't have to, like, you can make any player that you want, fucking dribbling fast like how you should want to dribble, play like how you want to play, you feel me, having a different body type, having different hairstyle. That's all shit that should have been in 2K years ago, man. We got a next gen console But we still stuck in shit that's like niggas was doing on the old gen. But whatever, man. It's French and I'm out.